Hello and welcome to Blackjack's Motorsport. You're with Lynette, aka Fabled Heroine NZ. So we're here with our second lot of 6 packs from our box opening I did earlier. So we're just going to see what I can create from the 6 packs. So I'll just get rid of this camera here. And we're off. What can we make? So, be gentle with my only mythic from this pool, which kind of probably will push us into this particular class. We'll see how we go. And we've got time skippers. Oh, we've got repeats in our head. So we're probably only possibly going to be running 2 of these, depending, because these 2 are both class specific. So these ones we can run, but doubling up is not a pretty thing when it comes to having the same pieces is a little bit less useful, as we will find, it's not great. So we're kind of probably wanting to do Illusionist because this card's pretty good, especially with this one as well. With the glisten as well, going with that. Look at the defending hero's hand. So I mean, this is also great in the Illusionist deck. I'll just put it to the side though, because we're just going to, I'll put these down here because they're not going to make any effect on us just yet. So we'll put our light instance here. Then we'll do a warrior, shadow instance there, shadow broom blade, light illusionist, warrior, action, shadow brute, illusionist. So that's a great combo with that first card there. Right, this looks like an Illusionist deck, which is a shame. One very good generic rise above. Then we've got Shadow Brute, and oops, this is the specialization for Livia. So let's chuck that under the Livia pile. There's no point in leaving that in. It cannot be played in both of the shadow characters, so we might as well pop it under Livia. Okay. Sleeves are causing issues. There we go. Right. Shadow Rune Blade. Shadow Brute. Rune Blade. It's getting better now. I'm able to recognise some of these cards and just automatically pop them into the place. So that's a good thing about having a look at a lot of these cards. You're able to find where these go more readily the more you look at them. So jam those games on tabletop. Jam those games in person with the pre-con blitz decks, because the more you become familiar with the cards, the easier it is to make the decisions with the cards. This is why I'm doing this. This is so I can be able to make decisions with these cards, because let's face it, going down to these tournaments can be quite intimidating, and we all want to do our very best. So if you can eliminate the part where you don't know the cards or they're confusing, that is a great thing. You'll be able to concentrate on enjoying the time you got down there instead of feeling frustrated because you just misplay, or just get familiar. These are good cards. Alright, that's a Brute, Rune Blade, Shadow Brute, Light Warrior. As I said before, it's looking like an Illusionist deck. which is nice because Illusionist was where our rare was. So Illusionist is not my favourite deck, but when you're playing sealed, you need to play where the cards lie. Earlier this year, I went to Calling. I had a really good time. But because I wasn't familiar with a particular class, the wizard class, the Kano, when I opened my packs in my seal pool for the day before the actual Calling, because the Calling was of course constructed, I ended up having to play Runeblade because my deck, my seal pool, pushed me in the direction of Kano. But my inexperience with Kano meant that I wasn't comfortable to run the Kano deck. So this time I've been trying to jam as many games with as many of the new people, be it just with the pre-con blitz decks, but at least it gives you a little bit of an idea of how the deck runs. So here I think we will actually go for the Illusionist. There is not enough anywhere else to play anything else, and we've got some strong Illusionist cards. Now the great thing with Illusionist is you can run a couple of, I don't know why that's there, but it will be going in there a second. We'll just put it back over there. So we're just looking at the Illusionist cards at this point. There is some really, that's just probably that card, cool, strong things that Illusionist has. I mean, 5 for the cost of 2. We've been doing that with Brute for ages. That's a warrior one, so it must have slipped in. You know, it's not like we... Herald of Triumph. These are just such pretty cards. Placement. So yeah, this is quite strong, and it's just a shame we're only gonna have 2 armor pieces because our other things are actually shadow specific. That's fine. We're going to play Illuminate because it is nice. And finally we're going to play Ray of Hope as a sideboard card for if we're playing against a shadow character. Rise, that one's good because it goes into your thing. If there are no cards in your hero's soul, put it into your soul when combat closes. Another great one for this particular deck, and Glisten is great. If you're making some shields, that's great. So we'll also put these things in here because we're going to need the blue for our shields because we didn't get the weapon. So we're going to be running the shield token, and I don't know if we got, oh yeah, here's her weapon. So we'll be playing that weapon because we haven't obviously opened. So this is where she is. So that's what we were doing. This is the deck. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. We only have to add 3 more. But there are some definite ones we will add in from this lot. Definite ones we want. Really the rear guard. Don't know if we want memorial grounds. and Rise Above. So these 3 cards are going to go in. Defense reactions. There's very little defense reactions, so rally the rear guard. Because you can discard a card to rally the rear guard and it gains +3 in defending, that is 5 defense. Yes, it costs 2, but that's it. And this one, Rise Above, also costs 2, but instead of playing for that, you can actually prop a card from your hand on top of your library. Yes, you'll have less cards for your next turn, but you know you're going to get that card back eventually. So that's pretty much the deck that I would build for this particular one. So thank you again. That was our pull number 3. We will hopefully be getting to you with more. Oh, sorry, pull number 2. I'm ahead of myself. We have 2 more to go. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and follow Fabled Hero NZ, and we will be bringing you more content hopefully again.